What up, guys? Today I wanted to do a Lost Sector. I believe we're on number 9. Dude, I haven't done these in a while, man. Granted, a lot of these are just me being schizophrenic and talking, you know, to a screen by myself like I belong in an asylum, but that's besides the point. Let's see. I built, like, a chill team. I decided to go with the mast and anchor because why not? Oh, is there a new robot this time? I don't remember. The cube. I don't remember if we had the... I believe it's the floating guy that, like, drops balls or whatever. Doesn't matter. Anywho. Dude, I swear sometimes these loading screens are really, really long. I was thinking about it, how I usually yap about this. Maybe I should start treating this kind of like a podcast, kinda. I should probably just think of topics beforehand. And you know what I've been thinking, dude? These guys have been giving me a weird vibes, like the whole credit card company shenanigans. Essentially their deal, in case you haven't seen, is they're like, I don't know, they're cracking down on like a lot of, I don't know how to even call it, I guess adult themed media. I guess for the most part it's like games, right? Give me a second. You dropped this, right? I think this is the one you dropped. Did that even do anything though? Oh, I think you have to stay there for a bit and then it turns green. Anywho. Let's see. Okay, that one opens that pretty easy. I haven't done these in a while, but like they should be pretty self-explanatory. Okay, nice. Here's the first chest. Oh, I have to keep stepping on that. Let's see. I think I just stand over it, correct? Oh, no, they did say the cube. Okay, the green glowing cube are the ones that need to do that. God dang, I need to fucking leave that stepped on, though. That's kind of lame. Anywho, yeah, they're kind of doing that with their credit card company and stuff. I don't know. It's a bit weird. They're, like, first, it was because DL site, which is, like, if you guys don't know, it's kind of like Steam. It is Japanese Steam, essentially, but it's for adult-themed games. You catch my drift. And essentially, it's like, I don't know, those guys were buddies with the CEO of, like, MasterCard and Visa or whatever, and then they got mad that they saw that, and were like, oh, I'm gonna be like, hey, look at this. This is, like, child endangerment or whatever. Which, I mean, I get it, right? I'm not gonna sit here and defend, like, the whole underage shenanigans that Japanese dudes love doing. I'm not the biggest fan of that, right? But like they use that excuse and now it's in a weird spot because now they're just shutting down like itch.io games, and some of them I don't even think fit even under that category. Some of them are just like horror games, or I know people got tripped up about like Mouthwash, that game. I'm not really sure what that game entails, but I think that's like more adult themes, but essentially it's pretty tame. I think it's more of like a horror game, right? Rather than, you know, a hentai game. But I don't know. These guys are like pushing that stuff. But so here's why, essentially the whole spiel of why I've been bringing this up is because if these guys are going to start censoring stuff like that, and they've even starting to give Steam some issues, right? Steam is getting... I don't know what you would call it, but they're getting kind of pressured, right? They're getting pressured by those credit card companies to, like, regulate, I guess is the word. They were kind of, like, regulating their games, but at the same time... Ooh, hold up. Okay, you can get this chest, by the way. I'm pretty sure this is pretty simple. Yeah, you can come here, put this right there, and then get that chest. Anywho, they're trying to, like, quote-unquote regulate this stuff, but... Oh, you have to go here anyways, actually. Okay, so then after, you just gotta swap with this thing. God damn it, I'm getting sidetracked by these puzzles. I do want to explain these puzzles, you know, just in case someone needs them, but at the same time, I also want to ramble about my bullshit. What is over here? Let's see. Oh, just some bullshit. I think the move is you definitely want to keep the square on this, right, the box. Anywho, it's in this place where the credit card companies are... I mean, they're not making Steam, but at the same time, they are kind of making Steam by the, like, the emails they send and their wording of said emails. And they're like, hey, we need you guys to take specific these games down or something. And it's in a weird spot where Steam is taking down some of these games that I feel like don't fit under the category, first of all. And second, I mean, that's kind of, you know, censorship, your freedom, all that stuff. I only wonder if it's going to get to this game. Because the problem is the bank I use uses Visa. And if they start blocking my payments for this game, that's actually going to be so fucked. And honestly, I'm just going to have to find another bank that is able to process my things. I know PayPal, I can't do it through there because those guys are also getting, like, grief by the whole Visa MasterCard shenanigans. But, like, at the same time, I wish those dudes would decline payments from, like, the Genshin Impact players, bro. Those dudes are so down bad. I feel like if MasterCard even just, like, pokes that fucking hive, it's just gonna blow up in their face. And by the way, I'm pretty sure they did that for, like, the OnlyFans. I'm pretty sure they did, like, OnlyFans shenanigans with that. But then, you know, once the good old OnlyFans cash stopped coming in, they backtrack. You know, like most fucking companies do, you know. Once they start losing money, they end up backtracking anyways because they're all rats. So, honestly, I feel like if they do take away the Genshin Impact players' form of transactions, I think that's just gonna grief them. So it probably won't happen. I think I'm just speculating at this point, but, like, I don't know. It's weird because then, I don't know if you guys had seen, but YouTube's been, like, being weird about that stuff too. Also, it's also because the UK, I believe it's the UK, or if it's, like, England or whatever, but essentially, a lot of their internet access has been kind of child lock, if that makes sense. You gotta send them, like, your ID and prove that you're adult to get onto some websites. Not, some of them aren't even adult websites. But, like... Oh, nice. Here's the second chest. Is that the third or the... That's the third, okay. Next one's over here. Anywho. Uh-oh. Do I need to hold on that? Okay, no, I see. So you gotta back... Here you gotta backtrack and do what we did with this one. Except... Actually, no. Exactly what we did with this one. And then this guy can grab the cube. I think we have to hack this one. Oh, no, we don't have to hack it. We just have to put that down. Yeah. What the fuck is over here? I think that's for later. Anywho, they've been, like, weird about that stuff. And some of the sites have just been fucking locked to putting your ID. Which, by the way, is hilarious. Because, you know, I don't want to fucking put my ID on any website. Even if it's a government website, because honestly, those guys should have my ID anyways. Like, what the fuck? So, you know, I don't want to put my ID on any of these fucking websites. And at the same time, I don't know if you guys are familiar with the recent thing that happened on Twitter. I guess it's not recent. There's, like, this T app or whatever. I'm not exactly sure what it was, but I guess it was, like, a quote-unquote women's only app where you can basically, like, I don't know. It was to help them out with, like, dating sites, I guess. You could, like, report dudes who are, like, weirdos so that, you know, it would keep you safe, right? But the problem is the fucking people who ran that website, their security is the most incompetent people I've ever seen in my entire life. And literally all of those chicks' IDs, which for some reason they thought it was a good idea to, you know, go on that site and give their IDs so you can, you know, prove that you're a woman, I guess. I can understand the thought, but, like, dude, the security was so ass. All of their IDs essentially got fucking leaked. And, like, bro, it's just so grief. What do I do here? Oh, I see. We gotta put this cube back on this thing. Is that gonna close me? Nice. Oh, no, I have to go the long way. Okay, this part, put the cube back. You gotta go the long way. And that's not on the thing. Blow my brains out. Dude, that is on the circle, man. Here we go. Anyways, yeah, so all those IDs of those women got leaked. And the time frame was that happened. And then not even a couple days later, the UK is like, oh yeah, we're requiring almost every website to you put your ID because you have to, you know, confirm that you're an adult. Which, haha, yeah, awesome, dude. I can't wait for the UK dudes' IDs to get leaked. And also, it was griefed because some artists that, I mean, obviously are over the age of 18 because their art is like that. Their own art got fucking blocked on Twitter by that, which is hilarious, bro. Nice. And, oh, fuck, never mind. You go there, and then the robot has to go over there. I see, blind man. I feel like I'm gonna need this, so I'm gonna bring that. But yeah, so, you know, those guys are awesome. The dudes on Twitter that were the artists, if they're living in the, like, Europe, UK, whatnot, their own art is getting censored, and they gotta put their ID for the own art they created. Isn't that wild? And at the same time, if your Discord, I saw, okay, here's the last chest, pretty free. No, nice. And then here we go. We can finish. Oh, no! Never mind. We need to put the ball there. Or the cube. Their own Discord. Like, let's say one of the channels was, like, over 18. I don't remember what it's called, but there's, like, a Discord you can make channels that are, like, over 18 or age lock, whatever. Those, also, you have to put your ID even if you own the Discord server. Could you fucking believe that shit? Dude, that is not cool. And then, this whole spiel was because YouTube was essentially doing that thing. Apparently, the algorithm, from what I'm heard, is doing like some AI stuff where depending on what videos you watch, it'll predict your age group for some reason. So let's say you get recommended like one Minecraft video that you want to watch from a YouTuber that, you know, swears a lot, so it's definitely not a kid's channel. Even if you watch that once, the algorithm could be like, oh, this guy likes Minecraft videos, he's probably like 12 years old. You know, that's cool, let me prove his fucking age. Like, what kind of weirdo shit is that? I don't think that should affect me too much, right? I feel like this game is targeted towards adults, at least young adults. At least I would say, right? Alright, here's the last chest, and then we can be done. I'll finish my rant, and then we'll be done. I don't think that will affect me too much because of the stuff of my content, but, like, I don't know. Depending on what stuff happens. I mean, I don't know. The problem, right, is a lot of these companies, I feel like, have monopolies, and there's not a better alternative, sorry. So, it is a bit sus. I don't think it'll affect me too much, but I don't know. These guys are being really weird with, like, the Visa, MasterCard shit, and, like, this censor shit. It's just really, really weird. It just came out like... The problem is, I feel like it came out, all at once, out of nowhere, I feel like. It's just weird. Hopefully, it doesn't affect us too much. I don't think it should be too bad. And people have been, like, spamming Visa and MasterCard with, like, calls talking about, like, you guys are fucking up my freedom, can you guys not? Which I understand, to be honest. I'll probably call those motherfuckers too, to be honest. Especially if they start fucking blocking my payments for this game. Oh, I'm gonna be pissed. I don't think they'll do that because I think the Genshin Impact players will rage even before I even get wind of it. So, but yeah, I don't know if you guys have seen that, but I guess I'm gonna have to keep that in mind moving forward. I don't think this game should get griefed by that, but I don't know. People love being fucking stingy about our own freedom for some reason. I don't really know why they really care. I play a Gooner game and spend my money on, but you know, whatever those guys fucking floats their own boats. Weirdos. Anywho, I hope you guys didn't mind me ranting about all this weird stuff that's been happening. I think it is kind of important because it might affect me in this game and this channel, perhaps. I don't think it should be too bad, but I definitely want to, you know, put that out there just in case something happens, you know? Just so that this isn't out of nowhere. There's at least some context. Maybe I might make a video depending on how bad it goes. If it starts affecting this game, I'll definitely make a video going over it, and then I'll probably try to find resources where we can go and complain. I feel like definitely bugging the people and complaining about it is probably the way to go. Because honestly, those Visa dudes are getting fucking spam calls, and they're not like even by bots. It's like actual people like taking time out of their day and like doing fucking, I guess it's a form of protest, but if it comes down to, I will do something on that, and then I'll give you guys some resources where we can go harass people. Not actually harass them, but it's a figure of speech. Alright, anywho, I hope you guys didn't mind my spiel, but I think that is it. I think tomorrow I will do the Overzone. We're kind of catching up. There's not too much stuff for me to do while I wait for like the hard mode for the event to come out and the Vesty and stuff. But, you know, I haven't caught up in some of these in a while. I've been really, really busy during the summer, just new stuff, boom, 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 you know what I mean? So honestly, it does feel good to come back and just turn my brain off and rant and try to catch up. I still need to catch up on Lost Sector, the campaign, the Bond stories. I feel like I definitely need to catch up on all that because it will make me feel nice. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this shenanigans. But I think that is it. So I will catch you guys later.